Welcome to your digital detox and deep focus flow. Hi, friends. I am Katie Arnold. Welcome back to your mat. Welcome back to your practice. For our practice today, I am asking that you have 2 blocks or things that could easily replace blocks. Stack of books can be a nice alternative, or a few kind of thicker, firmer pillows, or a handful of blankets or towels. And then I am also encouraging a blanket that you could have nearby, that if you are practicing on a hard surface, like a hard wood floor like I am, this blanket is just going to help soften the surface beneath the knees. Now, before we get started with our practice, this is meant to be our digital detox practice. So take your phones, take your devices, put them on do not disturb. I just did it with you here, and then set them off to the side. Of course, if you are using your device to watch this practice, you can still put your phone on do not disturb and then just set it up. So that way you won't be distracted. The idea here is that we are creating this space, this container for ourselves to practice. So we will get started in a child's pose. I'm going to take that blanket, like I suggested, and lie it about halfway down my mat or so, and then take the knees out nice and wide, big toes towards one another, hips over the heels. Just set those blocks off to the side here and settle into your child's pose. Maybe the forehead rests all the way down to the mat if that's available to you. If it's not, you could take one of those blocks and slide it underneath the forehead for a little bit of support so you can be more supported, can be more comfortable here. And just take these first few moments to settle in, to feel the mat beneath the hands, to check in with the mind, the body, the breath. Maybe to gently rock the forehead side to side, massaging that space between the eyebrows, our third eye center, a place of intuition. And I kind of like this gentle activation here, just in a practice like this where I am consciously trying to tune out the noise of my phone, my devices, and instead find this connection to myself, to tune in with what I need, to listen to what I need. Take one more big breath in and a big breath out through the mouth. This time, inhale through your nose. Exhale back out through your nose. Pull yourself up through your tabletop position, wrists underneath those shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, coming through cow pose. Exhale, belly button to spine, chin to chest for cat. Inhale is your cow, heart shines forward, gaze pulls forward. Exhale through cat, spine rounds. Inhale, belly drops, heart shines forward. Exhale through cat. 2 more. Inhale is that cow. Exhale, round the spine. Come back through that neutral tabletop position. Keep that left hand down. Inhale, reach that right arm up and open. Exhale, start to thread that right arm through, hovering it off your mat. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, thread it through and hover. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, thread it through, hover for a moment, and then go ahead and soften that right shoulder down. Left hand can stay in front of the face, or maybe you walk it forward towards the top of your mat. Go ahead and slide that left hand back. Press into the palm. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale back down through your tabletop position, and we'll take that to the other side. So right hand down this time. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread it through, hover it off of your mat. Inhale, left arm reaches. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread it through, hover it for a moment, and then go ahead and soften that left shoulder down. Same choices for that right hand. Maybe you try the same thing you did on the other side. Sliding that right hand back. Press into the palm. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, find that tabletop position. Curl your toes under. Let your hips go back. Downward facing dog. So maybe we take a few moments here and we just pedal out those feet. Bending one knee, bending the other. Really letting yourself walk out this downward facing dog. Thinking about waking up the backs of the legs. And then find some stillness. Heels pulling down towards the mat. Chest pressing back towards your thighs. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Gaze to the top of your mat. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. Once you arrive in your forward fold, bring your blocks to your mat. And you could always not use your blocks here, but bring a nice bend to your knees. Maybe the elbows rest down, maybe the hands or the forearms. Bringing a big bend to your knees in this forward fold. Really letting any stress or tension melt off of the back here. Two more breaths. Bring your hands to your blocks. Inhale, find a nice flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale up, flat back, crown of your head pulls forward, sit bones back. Exhale as you fold. One more time. This time, inhale, nice flat back. Exhale, left toes step to the back of your mat. Soften that left knee down. Bring those blocks with you. For me, I'm going to lower them to the middle height here. Take a nice big breath in our low lunge. Exhale, start to shift your hips back. Find a hamstring stretch coming onto the heel of that right foot. So we'll move back and forth with our breath. Inhale, lunge it forward. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale, lunge it forward. One more time. Exhale, shift it back. And then this time, inhale, lunge it forward. And then take your hands to your low back. Palms can face down, or you might flip those hands up. So fingertips point up towards the ceiling, pulling the shoulder blades back, opening up the chest here. Release those hands back down to your blocks. Flip them up to the highest setting. Curl those back toes under. Step to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, find that flat back. And then exhale, right toes go back. Soften that right knee down to that mat. Maybe you flip those blocks down a height. Take an inhale in your low lunge. Exhale, shift your hips back to find that hamstring stretch. Inhale as you lunge it forward. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale it forward. One more time. Exhale back to that hamstring stretch. Inhale, lunge it forward. And then exhale, hands to the low back. Find that opening of the chest. Elbows pulling towards one another to help open up the chest. Core is strong. Release those hands down to the mat. Flip those blocks up, curl those back toes under, lift that back knee, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, come all the way down onto a seat. If you were using a blanket here, you can go ahead and slide that blanket off to the side. We're going to bring one of our blocks with us as we lower all the way down onto our backs. Just keep that block nearby. We're not going to use it right away here. Plant your feet down on the mat, knees up towards the ceiling. Take a full breath in to reset. And a full breath out. Press into the feet, press into your hands. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower it down. Again, inhale, hips lift. Exhale as you lower. A few more of these rolling bridge poses. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Final two. Last one like this. This time, inhale, lift your hips up. Pause for that breath out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Big inhale. Big exhale. One more. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, hips come back down to the mat. Gently windshield wiper your knees side to side. Come back through to center. Feet down, knees up towards the ceiling. This time, press into your feet, press into your hands. With your block either on the lowest or middle setting, we're going to slide that block underneath the low back. And you might have to make some adjustments, but we want to get the sacrum to rest down on the block so you're fully supported in our bridge pose here. Feel the mat beneath the feet. Feel all the places the body is making contact with the mat beneath you. Noticing yourself shifting to this place of presence, maybe a little bit deeper. Notice the space we've been able to create. So if your block is already on the lowest height, you're going to keep it right there. If it's not, you're going to lift up your hips so you can flip the block down to the lowest setting and then lower the hips back down. So we're now all in a very low supported bridge pose. And if you didn't have a block, you can do the same thing still with a blanket or with a rolled up blanket. I like to call it our little burrito blanket. And then we're going to keep that left foot planted. Just extend the right leg out long on your mat. Let the right heel come down to the mat. And so you're going to start to feel a stretch through that right hip flexor. If this is enough, you are welcome to stay right here. If you want to play around with going a little bit deeper, you might start to bring that left knee into your chest. And again, just start to notice if this is too much, we back out. The left foot comes closer down to the mat or plants all the way back down. We won't be here too long. And then if you lifted that left foot, first bring it back down to the mat. Then walk that right foot in. Take a full round of breath. And then we'll start to switch to the other side. Left leg is going to extend. So take a moment and just notice how this feels in the body. And if this feels like enough, stay right here. If it feels like you can try to go a little bit deeper, you can start to bring that right knee in closer to the chest. And just noticing from one side to the other if it feels a little bit different. If you need to make adjustments to this side over the other. Right foot comes back down to the mat first. Slide that left foot back in. Take a full breath, both feet planted on your block. And now press into your feet, lift up your hips, slide the block out from underneath. Slowly lower the hips back down to the mat and bring the knees into your chest. Take some gentle rocks side to side. Inhale with your knees at center. And exhale, drop the knees over to the left. Arms can come out to a T, or if you're short on space, you can goal post those arms. You can gaze up towards the ceiling or over the right shoulder. Inhale, the knees come back through to center. Knees come back through to center. And exhale to the other side. Inhale back through to center. And extend the legs out long. Let your arms rest down by your side, landing in our Shavasana, our final resting posture. Seeing if we can take this moment to be still, to rest, to integrate this practice that we've made time for today. Big breath in. Let it go. Gently wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe roll around the wrists and the ankles. You might take a big stretch, reaching fingertips to toes. Start to roll onto one side, finding a fetal posture, using one arm as a pillow. Slowly press yourself up. Finding a seat that feels supportive. Inhale, sweep those arms out nice and wide, palms meet overhead. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. Om Shanti. Peace. Thank you all so much for joining me for this practice. I hope this was a little break from devices and noise that I know I often need in my life, and hopefully I was able to help bring that to you today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, please take a moment to do so. It helps more people find free practices like this one. And if you want to get all of my practices completely ad-free, the link for the Quiet the Noise membership is in the link below. And my free daily practice calendar, which takes all of the guesswork out of your daily yoga and meditation practice. I will see you back on your mats for your next